Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting because they're the only ones that count. The fight is won or lost far away from witnesses, behind the lines, in the gym, and out there on the road, long before I dance under those lights. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. It's lack of faith that makes people afraid of meeting challenges, and I believed in myself. Friendship is not something you learn in school. But if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything. I know where I'm going and I know the truth, and I don't have to be what you want me to be. I'm free to be what I want. A man who views the world the same at 50 as he did at 20 has wasted 30 years of his life. Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. It isn't the mountains ahead to climb that wear you out, it's the pebble in your shoe. I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was. I figured that if I said it enough, I would convince the world that I really was the greatest. It's hard to be humble when you're as great as I am. If they can make penicillin out of moldy bread, they can sure make something out of you. There are no pleasures in a fight, but some of my fights have been a pleasure to win. I've wrestled with alligators, I've tussled with a whale, I done handcuffed lightning, and throw thunder in jail. If my mind can conceive it, and my heart can believe it, then I can achieve it. Don't count the days, make the days count. It's not bragging if you can back it up. At home I am a nice guy, but I don't want the world to know. Humble people, I've found, don't get very far. To be a great champion you must believe you are the best. If not, pretend you are. What you are thinking is what you are becoming. What keeps me going is goals. Live every day as if it were your last because someday you're going to be right. Age is whatever you think it is. You are as old as you think you are. Silence is golden when you can't think of a good answer. It's just a job. Grass grows, birds fly, waves pound the sand. I beat people up. My toughest fight was with my first wife. My way of joking is to tell the truth. That's the funniest joke in the world. No one knows what to say in the loser's locker room. Old age is just a record of one's whole life. Rivers, ponds, lakes and streams, they all have different names, but they all contain water. Just as religions do, they all contain truths. I wish people would love everybody else the way they love me. It would be a better world. If you even dream of beating me, you'd better wake up and apologize. I don't get hit. I'm the fastest thing on 2 feet, man. I don't care how small the ring is, I'll fight that chump in a telephone booth. Hating people because of their color is wrong. And it doesn't matter which color does the hating. It's just plain wrong. The best way to make your dreams come true is to wake up. Inside of a ring or out, ain't nothing wrong with going down. It's staying down that's wrong. Wars of nations are fought to change maps. But wars of poverty are fought to map change. When we devote all of our actions to a spiritual goal, everything that we do becomes a prayer. To be a great champion you must believe you are the best. If you're not, pretend you are. The only thing that matters is submitting to the will of God. The man with no imagination has no wings. I am an ordinary man who worked hard to develop the talent I was given. I believed in myself, and I believe in the goodness of others. It's in my blood to be around people while I was training. When it comes to love, compassion, and other feelings of the heart, I am rich. I wanted to use my fame and this face that everyone knows so well to help uplift and inspire people around the world. Wisdom is knowing when you can't be wise. I said I was the greatest, I never said I was the smartest. I'm the greatest, I'm a bad man, and I'm pretty. I ain't got no quarrel with the Viet Cong, no Viet Cong ever called me nigger. Superman don't need no seatbelt. Allah is the greatest, I'm just the greatest boxer. The greatest victory in life is to rise above the material things that we once valued most. I'll beat him so bad he'll need a shoehorn to put his hat on. There are more pleasant things to do than beat up people. It's the repetition of affirmations that leads to belief. And once that belief becomes a deep conviction, things begin to happen. Put yourself out on a limb, sucker, like me. Impossible is nothing. I've never let anyone talk me into not believing in myself. When you want to talk about who made me, you talk to me. Who made me is me. If your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. I believe in the religion of Islam. I believe in Allah and peace. Quote. If all the oceans were ink and all the trees were pens, they couldn't write the knowledge that God has. A universe of doubt could never erase the faith his heart has embraced. No. I never wanted to lose, never thought I would, but the thing that matters is how you lose. I'm not crying. My friends should not cry. Recognize how every moment of our journey is an important part of the growth of our soul. The critics only made me work harder. Think well of all, be patient with all, and try to find the good in all. Each time I thought I had achieved my life's purpose, I discovered it was only another step in my journey. The day I met Islam, I found a power within myself that no man could destroy or take away from me. We spend more time learning how to make a living than we do learning to make a life. I don't trust anyone who's nice to me but rude to the waiter. Because they would treat me the same way if I were in that position. Others may know pleasure, but pleasure is not happiness. It has no more importance than a shadow following a man. My wealth is in my knowledge of self, love, and spirituality. I've made my share of mistakes along the way, but if I have changed even one life for the better, I haven't lived in vain. Life is so short. Bible says it's like a vapor.